So, you want to become a great data analyst? Here are the 5 skills you should develop. Watch this entire video, implement these ideas, and you will become an awesome data analyst. I worked as a data analyst, business analyst, or reporting analyst for over 15 years. Through my website and this YouTube channel, I have trained more than 20,000 people become awesome in data analysis. In my recent role as a senior data analyst for New Zealand Treasury, I helped make sense of their human resources data. I call these 5 skills as PCSQT or PISCT for short. Well, let's just go with PCSQT. It stands for P for data preparation, C for number crunching, S for storytelling, Q for asking questions, and T for technology. Let's go into each of these. Okay, the first skill that you need as a data analyst is data preparation skill. Now, when it comes to data preparation, there are many sub-skills that you need to develop depending on how your data is coming and what are the common things that you do with it. Let's take a look at some of the key skills that you need for data preparation. Number 1, working with the data sources. This is when, depending on how you are getting your data, let's say you get all your data from XML files, you need to understand how to work with such data source. Whereas if you're getting your data from web pages or SQL databases or spreadsheets, that is the skill that you need to develop. The second and by far the most important skill within the data preparation stage is cleaning up your data. As my mom used to say,
how many times do I have to tell you clean your room?
Thanks, Ma. You can't play if your room is not clean. Same goes with data. You can't use data if it's not clean. So when it comes to cleaning data, there are many common tasks that we do. We tend to remove duplicate values. We tend to deal with blanks or error values. We tend to fill up missing values with some other calculations and all of that. All of these are part of data cleanup skills. The third skill in the data preparation stage that you need to develop is combining data. Let's say you are getting customer data from the CRM system, sales data from your SAP system. You need to know how to combine this and that to produce one comprehensive view of your data so that you could do some analysis. So here you are developing skills like appending data sets or doing joins or doing intersections, etc. And the fourth skill in the data preparation stage that you need to develop is data transformations. This is when you already have the data, but you just realize that it is not in the shape or size or the frequency as you want. So let's say you're getting data that is going across the screen and you just want to bring it down so that you can analyze it better. All of these are called transformation skills.
Whoa, cut!
Not that kind of transformations. The second skill that you need to develop as a data analyst is number crunching skill. Now, when it comes to number crunching, there are many ways to do it, but I recommend focusing on at least these 4 areas. Number 1 is statistical analysis. Understand how to calculate simple statistics like mean, median, mode, and distribution. But depending on your line of work, you may have to learn more complicated things like figuring out if your data is skewed, etc. The second type of analysis is functional analysis. This depends on your line of work. For example, when I started working as a business analyst, I was working predominantly with the insurance clients. So I had to quickly learn about the insurance industry in order to be able to do proper data analysis and make outputs. So the same works very well for you. If you work in the manufacturing industry, then you need to know what sorts of analysis and modeling is relevant for your type of work and focus on those skills. The third type of analysis techniques that you need to develop are ad hoc analysis techniques. This is when occasionally as a data analyst, you will be presented with some data and asked to quickly analyze and produce some outputs. So understanding how to calculate stuff like trend analysis or how to do distribution, outlier analysis, all of this will come into this bucket. There is no specific types of rules for doing ad hoc analysis. It all boils down to what you are working with at the moment and what technologies or tools you have at your disposal. The fourth type of number crunching techniques that you need to develop are experimental analysis. This is when you are asked to design an experiment or figure out which choice would be better, A or B, things like that. You need to understand how to design such experiments and how to measure the performance and how to analyze and how to pick winning choices. Alright, let me tell you a story. Oh well, not that kind of story. As a data analyst, you're not making things for yourself. You're creating data analysis or output or graphs or whatever for somebody else. So this is why it is very helpful for you to focus on building your storytelling skills. Now, how do you tell stories with your data? The way this works is you're focusing on developing your charting, dashboards, and presentation skills. So figure out what kind of charts you should be using, which charts provide the insight in a compelling, concise, and beautiful manner, how to format them and how to present them. You also need to work on building your persuasion skills, because remember, as a data analyst, you are selling the insights to your audience. It could be your clients, it could be your manager, or it could be a shareholder. So whatever may be the person you're communicating to, you need to figure out a persuasive and concise way of telling that story. So invest in some of these skills by repetitively building things and testing it out on your audience and seeing which works and which doesn't work, and constantly taking that feedback to improve your craft as a storyteller. Another important aspect of storytelling is developing a sense of visual design. This is where you want to develop a good understanding of how fonts work, how colors work, how various design choices work, and how to creatively combine them to put your point across in a very good manner. This is again something that doesn't come overnight, so you will have to practice and try out a few different things to see which combination works real best. Now, the fourth skill that you need to develop as a data analyst is the ability to ask right questions. This time I do have a story for you. Back when I started working as a business analyst in 2006, one of the very first projects I did is to develop a balanced scorecard, which is kind of like a dashboard for our organization. When my manager Usha asked me to develop this, I was so excited that I immediately ran out of her room and went online to read up all about balanced scorecards. I even borrowed some books from our office library to learn more about that. After a week, I prepared this Excel file and I was super proud about it. And then I was very eager to show it to her. The moment she saw that, she immediately threw me out of her room. Well, not physically or literally, but that was the reaction that I got. This was because I didn't ask the right questions. When Usha asked me, hey, could you develop a balanced scorecard? If I spent some time at least asking her questions like, why do you need this balanced scorecard? What are the things that we should include in this? What are the things that we should exclude from it? How do you want to display it? I would have proceeded in the right direction and made something that is very useful. So that is, I think, one of the most important skills that you need to develop as a data analyst. You need to ask right questions, figure out what are the motivations behind any analysis that you're producing, and work in that direction. Apart from asking questions, you should also spend some time learning about your business. This will help you in the number crunching stage, which is our kind of second skill as well, because if you know more about your business, you can do better functional as well as other types of analysis on your data. So spend some time, either find a mentor or some other colleagues, or maybe find resources online so that you can understand more about your line of work, how your business operates, what are some of the natural cycles that occur, so that when you are analyzing data, you're not taking any biases, or you're not really getting excited about things that are quite normal in the line of work that you do. All right, that brings us to the fifth thing that you need to pick up as a data analyst, and this is the technology skill. Now, when it comes to technology, we're obviously talking about developing Excel skills. Let me check that. Oh, hey, I'm Chandoo, your twin. Hey Chandoo, I just want to remind you that there are more technologies besides Excel for doing data analysis. Yeah, you're right. I'll talk about them. So yeah, as my twin Chandoo says, not just Excel, but figure out which technology works best for you and pick up those skills as well. So when it comes to the technology skills, we are obviously talking about Excel, but there are other platforms like Tableau, Python, R, Power BI, or even some programming skills or something else altogether. Whatever works in your line of business, you need to pick up those technology skills. Now, because this is a predominantly Excel YouTube channel, let me share some of the key Excel skills that you need to develop to be a great data analyst. To start off, when it comes to data preparation skills, we are talking about using Power Query and Excel tables to manage and clean up and connect, transform, and all of that on your data. With respect to data analysis, the two skills that you need to develop are Excel formulas and Excel pivot tables. At least understand the basics of these two, and depending on what types of data analysis you are doing, get more in-depth into one of these areas or maybe both. For example, if you are just getting started with data analysis, I recommend that you spend at least good amount of time in the pivot table space, understand their potential and features so that you can quickly produce results that will help your audience and make you look good in their eyes as well. Because when you are starting any line of work, chances are the initial few successes will give you much more confidence boost, and that will set you on a path of success further down the line. So in that space, I find pivot tables to be really good. With respect to storytelling, obviously charts and dashboard skills in Excel are very important. In the same way, you also need to develop some basic to intermediate level PowerPoint skills if you have to prepare the analysis and present it to your audience. So understand how these technologies work, how to take your work and put that in a very beautiful and convincing manner in front of your audience through them is very important for you. And while you are at it, you may want to consider how you can automate some of the activities that you are doing in the data analysis space. Excel has features like Power Query and VBA, which will help you automate things or set up processes so that there is no scope of error whenever you are repeating that. So you know what are the key skills a data analyst should have. But how do you learn these skills? Well, I prepared a PDF that showcases these 5 skills and offers you some internet resources as well as videos that you can use to build those skills. Feel free to download the PDF by following the link that is shown on the screen. And if you would like to know how to work on the data preparation, which is our number 1 skill in the data analyst, then check out my video on Power Query and use it to prepare and manage your data better. It is linked on the screen as well. As always, don't forget to be awesome. Bye-bye.